Hello everyone and welcome to the realm. No, I'm just joking. What a corny way to start a video. Well, what is going on everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. My name is Louie and I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Today we're going to be chatting about Sorcery Contested Realm. This is going to be a little hodgepodge of a video for you. We're going to talk about storage solutions for your Sorcery stuff, whether that be decks and a set of decks. I'll talk about how I am storing my decks for Sorcery. We're going to talk about storage for full sets. This is my alpha foil set. It's not, everything's not here. We'll talk about that later. And then we're also going to crack open a slab. We're going to crack open this this mtga, this BGS 9 mtga. You guys heard me say in a video previously that I kind of consider BGS 9 as well as, you know, CGCs and that kind of stuff to be raw graded, and I need this for my binder. So we're going to crack that out. We'll have some fun today. We're going to chat about some stuff and some things. So first and foremost, let us begin by talking about storage. One of the things I keep hearing people ask is how do you get these binders? Now, these binders are no longer available. This was an alpha binder that you only got through the Kickstarter. They did not do these for beta, and this is speculation on why they didn't do this for beta. But these binders are really, really hard for them to produce, would be my gut. This is like a it's got to be like 450 card binder, something like that. Most binders that are 9-pocket binder are 360 page or 360 count. They hold 360 cards. And so if you're not able to spend the money on one of these binders, or if you don't want to wait for Sorcery to come out with a restock or a beta version, there are some alternatives, but it's kind of hard to find on the market because again, most companies are going to be utilizing the 360 card ones. Now, I'm a huge fan of Dex binders. Dex binders are what I use for everything other than Sorcery because I do like the Sorcery binders. But these are Dex binder noirs. They have a really cool felt inside of them. And the 4-pocket ones, the ones that are 4 across, actually hold 480 cards. So this is one that I use for, I'm working on a Pokemon set. This is Sandstorm and Ruby Sapphire. I've not really started this one, but for my Pokemon cards, this is what I use, and I really like them because they have this felt. They work really well to take pictures on and kind of buy, sell, and trade cards. And then they're just really, really nice quality. We do stock these at GameGrove.gg. Everything I'm talking about, you can pick up at GameGrove.gg if you're interested in. That's not to sell you things. It's just like what I sell is the stuff that I like, and I also want to do a video and share the stuff that I like. So if you are looking for binders, you can pick those up. These are like 35 bucks for a 4-pocket one. The 9-pocket ones will not hold, these ones will, but the 9-pocket Dex ones will not hold a full set of Sorcery, which is the problem. Sorcery's set is 403 cards, and so the binder size really matters for that. So that's kind of what I do for binders. What I would recommend for people is to go to a 4-pocket binder, 4 across. Kind of works well for Sorcery anyway. You know, your cores and your mixes will look really good across the board on 4-ofs, and it's just cool. So that's kind of the binder situation we got going. And now let's talk about this. I'm going to move the camera a little bit. Let's talk about this storage situation for decks. And now I don't know if you are playing or not, or what you're doing, but we have been actively playing here in West Virginia. It's been a lot of fun. We do have an event coming up March 9th, so check out the play.sorcerytcg for that. But this is another Gamegenic product. I guess this is the first Gamegenic product we've talked about. I really like decks for binders, but I do not like decks, the rest of the stuff for decks. Gamegenic tends to be my favorite brand for all sorts of binders or deck stuff. So this is their dungeon. It's like a, I don't know, it's like a card dungeon 550, I think is what it's called. And they make a 1100 version of this that is just this stacked twice. That might be a good option for those of you who want to have something to hold your decks as well as a playmat. You can actually wrap the playmat and it will go in the next section over. But I don't need to do that because all my playmats are already at the store and I don't need to travel with them. But this is how I am storing my decks. And now the reason for this for me is that I want to be able to carry multiple decks around with me. If I only cared about carrying one deck, I would use These are Gamegenic. If you just search on the website, you can find what they are. They're convertible. They're really good. They're called Sidewinders, maybe like that. No, that's the other version. That's another company's version. But these are really cool. And if you're going to hold just one deck, that makes sense. But I really like the idea of being able to show up to the event with a bunch of decks and allow people to pick and choose and play them, as well as like my play group. So there's two different options here. There's like a really super budget option, which is just your regular game, regular deck boxes. But then I really, really, really like these. These are the new ones called the Bastions. And these fit really perfectly inside of the rest of their products. And you could have 4 or I think 5 of these across, and then room for another smaller one that is your tokens and your dice and that kind of thing. And that's the ultimate goal for this. I just wanted to show off that you don't have to spend, these are like 18 bucks for the Bastions. And these are super popular. We sell a metric ton of these, and they're really good. They are really durable. They kind of just snap off like that, like a 2-part thing. So this is the Spark Mage deck. If you're curious on sleeves, I always go Dragon Shield. I really like the Dragon Shield that have the clear back, because then you get to show off that you're playing Sorcery. And I do sleeve my atlases in different colors than I do my regular deck, just to keep them separate and not get them all lost. But yeah, these Bastions work really well. I like that they all fit and they don't waste space inside of the bigger box I use. Sometimes they're a little weird to shut, but they don't waste any space in here. It's maximum efficiency. And you could probably slide in some tokens and some other things in these as well. That's just holding the deck. So that's what I really enjoy in terms of products. I find that with Sorcery, especially that it's being a new game, coming with 4 or 5 decks is really helpful to the events. And it just works well to be able to throw this in my car and also just have it next to me at the Commander nights here at the house, where I can just have this sitting over here, and then if people want to play, we can just pop it out, and I've got a bunch of decks, good and ready to go. So this is the Gamegenic 550 card holder, I think it's called, 550 Dungeon maybe. The 1100 version one that has another side to it would work really well. It's a little bit harder to fit. Like, this will fit in my backpack, which is super nice. The Dungeon would not, but it would allow you to hold a playmat as well with that. Okay, so let's do the fun stuff now. Now this is, again, a hodgepodge video, right? So this is where we currently are on the alpha set. We have everything purchased. Everything is here. I'm just waiting on a couple cards to come back from BGS. Obviously, my cores. I don't know what I'm doing here in the binder yet. But if we wiggle on over to the Elite slot, the Elite M's, you're going to see I am going to go ahead and have a set of non-graded mixes. And I decided on that because I kept getting 9s back from BGS. And again, I just don't believe that a BGS 9 will hold any premium on a card. It's just not it doesn't happen in other games. And so I just don't think it's going to hold a premium. So I'd rather have this raw in the binder to kind of enjoy looking through the binder. So what we're going to do is we're going to crack it out of the case because that's fun. I also want to show these off. I got these this week. I got Avatar of Earth off of eBay. I really like the way that they're doing the eBay authentication now. They've changed it. If you haven't done eBay because of it in the authentication, it used to be bad, but I feel like it's gotten a lot better. So that's a win. Avatar of Earth. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep these ungraded. I do have BGS 9.5s in some of these already, so I think I'll probably send these ones off to get graded to try to get a matching set. And then the question is, like, do I actually want them for the binder or not? These have gone way up in value. All these cards that you're seeing right here, the Kurosa and then the Avatars, I don't know if you guys have been watching the market lately, but they've been going way up in value because they weren't printed in beta. And this artwork is new and different. Sorry, it's not new, but it's the original artwork for the Avatars. And it's just kind of iconic, and they didn't put it in beta, so a lot of people are speculating on them. So really cool to have these. It'll be a lot of fun to get them graded and see what comes back. But yeah, wanted to show those off. And then, we're going to crack this open. So if you've never seen me crack a slab open before, this is pretty basic. I'm actually going to set this over. BGS is nice because these are actually inner sealed as well, so there's actually a sleeve in all of them. This little tool is great, and the last one I didn't have this because I was at the shop, but this thing is just gonna crack the edge of it, and you really do want to watch your eyes. Make sure you're not around a bunch of people when you do this, but you just kind of crack the edge of it. Woo! Ooh, there we go. And then last time I used a knife and people really didn't like that. So this time we'll use a screwdriver, just a flathead screwdriver. And so if you ever need to do this, don't be afraid. You can, oh, there it goes. Don't be afraid. You can do it. That one was actually almost risky, but it worked out fine. You can do it. Don't be afraid. And there we go. Now it is out of the case, out of the sleeve. And then to get it out of the sleeve, we just kind of utilize a nice little X-Acto blade right along the side of the card, because these sleeves are actually completely sealed. It's like almost like a laminated effect. So they are completely sealed. They're not an open sleeve. And then on BGS, oh, not quite there. Maybe I'm there. I like that BGS does this because it really protects. I did a water damage video, if you guys remember that, a long time ago, where I did a grading the graders type thing. And BGS survived the water damage. We've had a lot of water damage in our house. So I like to joke about that on the channel, and that was one of the ways of joking about it. So yeah, Magicthegathering, ready to go into the binder. Beautiful card. A lot of you guys thought that got damaged when I opened it, didn't I? Huh. So did I, not gonna lie. All right, here we go. So we're gonna put that into the binder, have a lot of fun with it. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous art, absolutely gorgeous card. And Magicthegathering is gonna be, let's see, I think it's that one. I think that's the last of the mixes. So yeah, I actually have a mix air. I'm not gonna crack this one open because I'm just gonna try to trade this for the other mix I'm missing in raw. Mix Ingus, I'm missing that one in raw. I do have a 9.5, but I'm gonna try to trade this aqua for Mix Ingus. So that's all I have on storage for you all today. The other thing I was gonna talk about, but I didn't actually bring them out, is BGS slabs. They actually make like a sleeve for your slabs. And I always recommend people do that. That way the slab doesn't get all scratched up and stuff. So hopefully you guys have a great day. Remember to be kind to the people around you. And don't worry, the 9 is fine. Everything's fine. That is a risk that happens though when you crack it open. It can get damaged. Anyway, have a great day. Be kind to the people around you. We'll see you again next video.